Hello traders, I'm excited to welcome you to another video tutorial on the GBPUSD. And in this video, I will be sharing with you what my expectations are as we head into the new week. This is going to be a follow-up video to my previous analysis. And during the course of last week trading session, we experienced a choppy scenario on this pair as we saw how price was caught within the channel around the 1.19700 level and the 1.17600 area to emphasize the indecision in this market. And from a technical standpoint, when we have a flat channel like this, it is important that we remain patient to wait out for a signal, which is likely going to come in the form of a breakdown or a breakout of the channel to give us a leverage of where price might be heading to with the structure. With this being said, I think it's most appropriate that we scale up to the daily time frame here. Let's see what is really going on from an holistic perspective, after which we come back here to make a decision on what our next move is going to be like for the new week. Now, scaling up to the daily time frame on the GBP USD, the first thing we observe here is that price action has been on a long-term bearish momentum, a momentum which started at the beginning of the year. And as a result of this, we were able to connect a series of lower highs here to give us the resultant bearish trend line that you can see on your screen right now. The most important structure here now falls around the 1.19700 level, and the reason why that is simply because of how this level has been a major determinant of price action since the month of June. If we go to as far back as the month of June, we can see how this level was holding buying pressure at one point in time. And if we fast forward into the month of July, we saw how that level as well was holding buying pressure at that particular point in time. Moving on to the month of August, we saw strong resistance from the sellers, lining up with the bearish trend line, which led to the breakdown of the 1.19700 level in the month of August, and since then price has been trading right below the 1.197 level to emphasize the strength of the sellers in this market. Though we had the breakout of the 1.14 area here a couple of weeks ago, which also lines up with the bearish trend line. So we had a breakout of that structure. But as soon as price got into the 1.197 level during the course of last week trading session, we started seeing selling pressure right below that level to emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. Now, as we head into the New York session, what is going to be our plans? And considering the fact that we have been witnessing a consolidation phase here, which is characterized by certain pressure here, it's important that we understand what is really going on in this market in order to make a decision on the GBP USD. But before we go into the details of what our expectation will be like for this week, I would like to share with you a couple of events I was able to spool out from our economic calendar, and this is likely going to be serving as a catalyst for price movement for this week. So when I brought out my economic calendar, the on Wednesday appears to be the major day for the week. As we can see here, we have the S&P Global and the CIPS Service PMI, which is going to be affecting the pound. And then on that same day, we have the durable goods order for the USD, non-defense capital goods order, and the almighty FOMC minute coming up on this Wednesday as well. So it's obvious that participants in this market will be anticipating this event, and this is going to be reflected on the chart as price action. So going back into the current structure here on the daily time frame, and as we can see that we've been witnessing selling pressure throughout the course of last week trading session right below the 1.1970 level. There are two possible scenarios that we might likely look forward to during the new week. And one of the scenarios we are going to be expecting here is that a selling pressure around this area could evolve into a reversal pattern, that might send price crashing further back down into the most important key level at the 1.1400 level, an area which also shares a confluence with that bullish trend line that has been holding buying pressure since the later part of the month of September to incite a second wave of that bullish momentum. So that is one scenario I will be looking forward to, and which is most likely going to be happening. The other scenario is a situation where we might see a structure here evolve into a trend continuation pattern, breakout retest on lower time frame to send price going to the upside. So these are the two scenarios I will be looking forward to as we head into the new week. But before I close this video, I want to show us what is really happening around here. Let's see what is happening here on the lower time frame. So when we go back to the lower time frame, and that will be the 2 hours time frame, we can see here that price has been caught within a channel. So I'm of the opinion that we might be seeing a reversal pattern here, considering the fact that we have been witnessing selling pressure since price tested the 1.19700 level. And if we connect the series of lower highs here, we have this bearish trend line figured out. And I'm of the opinion that we might have a situation where price might likely break down the structure leading into the 1.14 area, or probably around this area, to incite the second wave of that bullish momentum. And as you can see, since the beginning of this month, we saw how price has been respecting this bullish trend line. We might be having a situation where price might come back into that trend line again to incite a trend continuation. And if we have a breakdown of that trend line, then a retest to structure might likely send price back into the 1.14 area to incite that bullish momentum that we are anticipating on the GBPUSD. So this is what I'll be looking forward to on this pair, but be rest assured that I will be jumping in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what my expectation will be after monitoring how participants in this market will be relating to the current structure around this area to make a decision for the week. So if this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on the GBP USD for this week, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. So I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section on Monday. And on this note, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye.